What's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo. We are back on the stoop after a crazy, wild Wednesday of six or some odd matches. I don't know. I lost track at a certain point, in all honesty, and somehow the Arsenal match got tossed on halfway through a match, and then it went halfway into another match. So I was confused. But I know in the beginning I was watching Tottenham and Aston Villa, and I was watching Everton Wolves. And as all of that was going on, I just kept getting more and more and more excited that Tottenham was going to lose to Aston Villa, that I almost forgot that the Arsenal match started at 2. Anyway, luckily, I was on the text chain with all the on the Stoop people the whole time, so they were keeping me up to date. A team that wasn't as lucky as Arsenal today is my boys' team. Let's bring on Mark and talk about Wolves. All right. Let's talk a little bit about.
Let's talk about a whole lot
Wolves.
about nothing.
Okay. Beforehand, hey man, happy last day of the week of the Premier League, man.
I know, it's been so much fun.
We are now officially in the final match week of the Premier League this season.
Indeed. I got to tell you, the Wolves haven't had much to do in matches. They don't score, obviously. They don't score, obviously, but they don't have anybody to score.
Yeah.
But what I do like is the fact that Nuno is showcasing these young kids, and Gibbs White next year. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no, you guys have a lot of young kids.
And if we can get Ryan Aitnari, we have him on loan. Dude's got some fancy feet.
He does. The problem is most of your team has fancy feet. It's the finishing and stuff that's going on.
We don't have anybody.
All right, Mark. I jumped the gun. I didn't really want to talk about Wolves. Not yet, anyway. Not without saying what's up to the Stoop crew, who is coming in hot. Of course, they've been here for a while. I was chatting with people beforehand, like hours ago when I first put this up, and all those messages are gone because I said put your predictions up, and I predicted a 1-2 Aston Villa win, and that was after Spurs had already scored.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got that. But I want to say what's up. Bob, Retrovolt, Via Martine, Ben Ireland. Who else do we have? Mr. Tom is here. Lots of you guys here. And yes, Jimmy, Bremer's Ghost. Stoop Crew members, if you've been a member for over a month, you will notice that you now have options for your badge. It can be the OTS logo, or it can be the mighty Mr. Bielsa. I put the Bielsa logo up there as that. And don't forget to check out all the new cool emojis. Mark, I know you can't see these on here when they just say Mark like that, but in the YouTube stream, I gave us updated emojis.
Fantastic.
And then
absolutely fantastic. And it's fantastic that all these guys are going to be able to change their emojis to Bielsa, and now on our own stream, we will never see our own logo.
I know. It'll never be there. Lil Bastard did not sign for Wolves yet, but it's a long summer. So, but yeah. So what's up, Stoop Crew? Enjoy all those, and if you guys got any more suggestions for any sort of emojis or things like that we can put up there, give us a suggestion. We'll see. There's a week left. But Mark, before we get into the Wild Wednesday, I have a special treat for our LUFC fans, our Leeds United.
Yeah, you guys are gonna dig this.
So I'm scouring the Twitter like you do, and the Instagram like an old man with my glasses here going, what the fuck is that fucking
Actually, it looks like this.
Yeah, I know. I have my contacts in right now. Hi, baby. And you know what I saw? I see this tweet the one I saw was from Patrick Bamford, and it was saying, this is excellent, this is brilliant, or something like that. And I'm like, what is he so happy about? I'm thinking it was them saying VAR is like gone. They're reversing all the VAR decisions that went against Patrick Bamford this season. But no, what it was Patrick Bamford was made a Lord. So officially, we need to call him Lord Bam Bam. or Lord Paddy of Bamford.
Is that what lordship protocol is? Is that we just use your so he's Lord Bam Bam? That's like sounds like something you call your French poodle.
Come here, Lord Bam Bam. You have to poo in the bag.
Where are you, Lord Bam Bam?
You can't poo on the
But I do like the sound of Lord Bamford.
Listen, I can't give you any more specifics than that. So we actually have a treat for you guys straight out of Leeds. I know you guys, when I say Leeds United and I say James, it means something very different. So give it up, Stoop crew. Give a big, warm Stoop crew welcome to James and Lil James coming straight from Leeds.
What's going on, guys?
Hi, guys.
What's going on?
How are you guys? So you guys are the ones responsible for granting a lordship to Lord Bam Bam, and it was really you. Did you do the whole sword thing and all that? Like, we're Americans.
No, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if that is going to happen, but it would be brilliant if it did.
So you came up with the idea and you got your dad on board. So tell me all about that. What happened with all that?
I was on YouTube and an advert came up saying that you could make yourself a lord, and it just sort of, I forgot about it really, and it was a sort of a thing of completely forgot about it, as I said. And we were watching the Leeds game, and about half time I went, wouldn't it be funny if we made Bamford a lord, because he's just got that stereotype of people just calling him Lord Bamford all the time. So we had to make it official. We had to make it official. Look, if I get it, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go. We've got this one on there for you, but you have that. See, we have it right here, Lord Bamford. That's fantastic. So you have that. You already framed it yourself, or it came framed like that?
I framed that myself, but proper certificate is on its way, so that'll be sent to Bamford. I think it's going to the training ground.
Yeah, we're sending it to the training ground, and hopefully he'll get it, and all good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. How excited is Bamford going to be? He's like, can you see him walking around the training facility when people say, "Hey, Bamford,
he's loving it today.
Bend the knee."
That's Lord Bamford.
Bend the knee. Bend the knee.
Yeah,
now we can take it beforehand.
Is he gonna be walking around, or are they gonna carry him around?
See, he's not your Royal Highness Bamford. He's just a lord. He's just a landowning gentry, right? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, listen, back when I did the poem and I posted it, I was like, how do I get this? How do I get this to Bamford? Like, how do I get this to Stuart Dallas? How do I get this to everybody? And so you tweeted out a couple times, and then it just happened. How was your experience in doing that? You just tweeted at him? Did you get a whole bunch of, do you have some sort of crazy Twitter following? Because we have 40 followers.
No, not really. I just put a tweet out, and Calvin Phillips is a girlfriend. She's a makeup artist in a local department store. My daughter had had her makeup done by her, so my wife dropped her a message and said, "Can you show this to Calvin and see if you can send it to Patrick?" We don't know if that happened or not, but she said she'd sent it to Calvin. So hopefully on the way back from Southampton they got to see it then, because it was pretty quick, to be fair. It happened pretty quick. It was probably only on Twitter an hour if that, and he'd seen it, and he messaged me on Twitter direct saying absolutely brilliant, and he said this young man's a legend.
Yeah.
Nice,
dude. That was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Or 2 days
yesterday.
ago. Yesterday, he was kind of busy. He was kind of busy yesterday.
Yeah.
So did he message you from the locker room?
Traveling back from Southampton on the aeroplane, I think, when he must have seen it.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. And speaking of fast, you've already. So this was yesterday.
Yeah.
You've already actually had a conversation with Patrick Bamford, and you've already talked with Jermaine Beckford because you guys were on the LUTV podcast today.
Yeah, we're on there.
We're on that
this afternoon, weren't we, James?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that were a really fun experience.
What was that like?
I don't think we realised it was going to go this crazy, really. We only did it for a bit of a laugh to sort of say,
sure,
make him a lord for a bit of fun. And it's just gone absolutely crazy.
It's like I knew it would be a good idea to make him a lord, but I wasn't expecting it to become this big, massive thing. I was not expecting it at all.
Dude, that's awesome. So what did Patty have to say about it? What did he say?
Oh, he was loving it. He was loving it. He was telling the guys on the podcast that he's been trying to get them to call him Lord for months and months. So I said, well, it's official now. They've basically got to call you Lord. So he was really happy about it. We've even hopefully got the stadium announcer to announce him as Lord Patrick Bamford on Sunday.
I hope so.
That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking that would be something that if you could get the announcers to refer to him throughout the entire game as Lord Patrick Bamford when they play. What do they play? Brighton, I think so.
We play West
Brom.
No,
West Brom final game.
Brighton. They don't want to play Brighton again.
No,
we don't.
Had enough.
Fair enough.
They're like, give us Man City. We're fine. We got 4 points off of City this year. We're fine facing City.
I think what's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is Bamford is going to take the lordship just way up his head, and he's going to get he'll get a small foul or something like that, which rarely happens, and he'll go up to the referee and slap him and say, "How dare you!" and then he'll get sent off.
Well, we told him as well today that he's got to start diving a bit more. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it, but he went through and very honestly.
We don't want him to dive. Keep the integrity of the game. He doesn't want to dive. I don't want him to dive. We just got to call those penalties.
He's got to go down.
It's team management.
Like that, he's got to go down.
Team management.
He's got to go down.
I don't know. That's tough. That's tough because look, if Poveda it's not even a dive. I hate calling it a dive. It's falling when you're hit. A dive is when you're not hit. And
have you not seen Bruno Fernandes do it?
He dives. He dives. I'm talking falling down because you were hit. If Poveda did it against Chelsea, you go 1-1, the game probably ends like that. You didn't. There was like a 95th minute goal by Pulisic, I think, and you lose 2-0, I think. If Bamford does it, look, he didn't do it and you guys won the game. You're fine. Yeah. And he gets to be like, look at me, look at what I do. I'm a lord, we don't dive like that. Maybe he already knew. But look, he already speaks like 10 languages, doesn't he? Like 5 or 6 languages. Yeah, the dude is really intelligent.
Yeah, really clever guy, yeah.
So let me ask, why didn't you choose I guess you chose him because people call him Lord Bamford already.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, why don't you choose Stuart Dallas, man?
Stuart Dallas, my player of the season, man.
Same.
Me too. I like Stuart.
Me last season, player of the season for me last season as well. So he's just kept that going. That momentum's kept going, and he's been absolutely immense this year.
Yeah, he really has.
Big love, Stewie Dallas.
Yeah, man. Well, fantastic, guys. Well, look, it's been a lot of fun talking to you. Is there anything else that you guys want to say this week? Anything you want to say about the season as a whole, what it feels like? Because you, Lil James, I don't know if you were alive the last time Leeds were in the Premier League. So what's it been like?
I wasn't. I've been
never being a Premier League fan.
This is the first time I've seen Leeds in the Premier League, which is crazy to say how big of a club we are. But it's just, and with the start we've had as well, and we are we 10th, 9th?
Yeah,
I don't know.
something like that.
I'm not too
You're
sure.
guaranteed at least 10th place. You're
Yeah,
guaranteed
guaranteed at
10th at
least
this
10th.
point.
Which is
Hey,
fantastic.
everything you get at this point
I'm
is
so
gravy.
happy.
We were just hoping Wolves would do us a favour tonight and
Just-
beat Everton, and we were hoping West Ham would lose, and then maybe Spurs would lose, and then maybe
Wolves can't even do me a favor.
Right here, man. I was
They can't
trying.
even win one for me.
Not a chance. But listen, as a kid, you're sitting there suffering through your entire life with the team that was probably multi divisions down. Like, how did you ever want to quit? Did you ever want to go, but Dad, come on, can we support like a good team? Or were you just always, I'm just saying,
always been
teenager,
Leeds.
you know,
I
as a
don't
kid-
think you have that choice.
No choice. He'd be sleeping outside if he wanted to support somebody else.
There was no choice, but I think it was just a thing of it happens in football, and with like the points deductions we did have, it wasn't fair against us because we had bad owners. That's literally why we had the points deductions. And it just sort of, I had to learn with it and go win this league for this reason.
We knew we'd be back. I always said, we'll be back. One day we'll be back. We were a sleeping giant in the lower leagues, and you know, and now it's coming to fruition again. We're back, and it feels good to be back.
It does feel good.
Well, it's been great watching Leeds play this year. I got to tell you,
it's been fantastic watching Leeds and getting to know the fan base a lot. So listen, did Patty go? By the way, your lordship says, here's 2 tickets to the show to the show on Sunday, to the match on Sunday.
No.
No.
We didn't come out of the ballot, so
We
won't be
didn't.
there.
We think it's fair that the people who came out the ballot should go. I think
I'm sure
Fair
they have
enough.
2 extras. I'm not saying to take anybody's seat away. I'm saying I'm sure they have 2 extra seats.
Nice, but
Yeah, they got all those empty seats by the players.
Yeah, I mean, they can still send me one. I got enough time to get there. You know, I got my shots. I don't know.
Next to God, I just think next to Bielsa on the bucket. That was for me.
Yep. Well, listen,
I don't
guys,
know if there's room on the bucket for you.
not at all. Well, guys, Sunday, I know you guys will be watching Leeds United, but if you're interested, we're going to be barbecuing out here all day long. We're going to have multiple TVs set up with all 10 matches on it. And it's going to be all the Stoop crew, all the Stoop members who live in the area are going to come over. And we're going to be going live from like an hour before the match, an hour or 2 after the match, live all throughout the match. So if you guys want to check in and join us, talk in the comments, we'd love to have you guys as Stoop crew members as well. You guys seem, there's always more room for James Leeds fans.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. Well, great job, and I'm so happy for you guys. Hopefully, you can keep some sort of a text relationship with Patty Bamford, Lord Patrick of Bamford,
Lord Bamford.
Now, don't forget.
Lord Bamford of the Paddyshire. Anyway, I don't know. But guys, great talking to you. We eventually have to start reviewing some of these games that we saw today. So, but it's been fantastic talking to you.
You crack on, guys.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah.
I hope we gave a good end to your guys' awesome day. And I hope this day you guys remember for the rest of your life. All right.
Fantastic. And before you go, give us a Leeds.
Yeah, give us a Leeds. There you go. Oh, wait, James. That tattoo, man. That tattoo. Show them. Show the Stoop crew.
It might be difficult. It's on the leg. Hang on a minute.
It's on the leg.
Geez.
Get it up there.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that, fellas.
I wonder what Bielsa would think of that.
That's awesome.
You got my good side.
That's awesome, man.
Hopefully he'll see it. Hopefully he'll see it one day when we can get to the ground. Hopefully he'll see it.
Yeah.
That's
Very
awesome,
nice,
man.
James.
Well, thank you so much, James and James. Best of luck on Sunday. And best of luck next season and all that. But we hope to see you in the comments more and all that. And
yeah, you'll see us again, guys. You'll see
Yeah,
us again.
definitely see us again.
All right, man.
Fantastic.
Peace out. Lord
Good, guys.
Lolo, I'm sure Lord Lolo is available, and Lord Spawny Mark.
Lord Spawny Mark, I love it. That sounds great. That's like screaming Lord Sputch.
Yeah, that is it. That's it.
All right, fellas. Well, great talking to you. We'll see you guys.
You guys be good. Thanks for joining us
Let
today.
us know anytime you want to be on the show. We'll pop you back on the show, okay?
All right, guys.
Peace
be
out.
good.
Peace from Brooklyn.
That was a treat.
That was a good little treat. They're good fun to talk to.
Yeah. We hope to see him in the comments someday soon. You know.
Yeah. See, we need more like, I hate to say it, but like the 16-year-olds who actually like tweet and shit like that. Like, not that I want more young fans. I do like that most of our fans are like our age. We're like taking the 30 to 80-year-olds are all watching our shows. They like a little gray hair in their commentary.
I will take the wide demographic, absolutely.
So Stoop crew members or everybody in the audience, great seeing you guys. We missed a lot of these comments. What did you guys think about that? Is that cool? Is that what do you think? Let us know. Show him some love, or tell us why you think he shouldn't be a lord. I thought some people were like, why should he be a lord? He's already rich. I'm like, well, I don't know. He scores a lot of goals. And speaking of which, before to end the Leeds conversation, yeah, I see him, John. I'm letting him get settled. He's still bouncing around. We'll get there. Beats Mark Adele's score.
That's what I was pointing.
Hey, you know what?
that's
I'll have to work on it, and we'll give you a 2.0 version.
Hey, look, he said, did Paul H do the tat? We're very close to getting Paul H to actually do one of me and Mark, and which would be fantastic.
What, Bielsa tattoos?
Yeah. No. Listen, guys, we do have an update from one of our Stoop crew members. Robert Colton says, hey, Stoop guys, I'm off to Ellen Road on Sunday. If you still want some footage of the game from inside, then do let me know.
Yes, please.
We let him know. So, Robert, if you're watching the show, I sent you a message, but do get in touch with us, man. Do get us. And Chris, how dare you? Nicholas Pepe tattoo? Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Maybe for Cantac. Cantac can get one of those.
Want the Arteta tattoo?
Yeah. So, Mark, let's talk Wolves Everton real quick. Everton didn't play the most fantastic game of football.
No.
Wolves,
no, and I got to tell you, the header that Richarlison put in was fantastic because he had Bali wearing he was wearing Bali like a shirt. I mean, Bali was draped on him, and it just the put in was amazing, you know, and it was right there for Richarlison. I thought Traore was really great. You know, he's really come on late in the season. Finally,
he needs some help, man. And you know what? I think Willian Jose showed today he's not a fit.
No, not at all.
He's just not a fit. Little chances he had, just
he doesn't move around a lot, and I know that that's kind of like what a striker doesn't do. You know, they don't move around a lot, but he really doesn't move around a lot. I think he was a really poor loan for us. I'm going to be happy when he goes back to Villa Sociedad or whatever the hell he comes from. He's been I was very excited when we signed him, or when we brought him over, because just before he came over, he scored he had a hat trick or something like that.
He scored
at least scored a brace
in 3 games or something.
Yeah, you know,
right before he came here.
I mean, the goal he did score was great, but no, he hasn't done anything. But let's get everybody back next season. Let's be healthy. Yeah. Let's stay healthy, and let this be a lesson to Nuno that we need to have some quality depth rather than a bunch of teenagers. I got nothing wrong. I got nothing to say poorly about teenagers that can play at this level. It's phenomenal, but when I see a 19-year-old replaced by an 18-year-old sub, it's not watchable. These guys, they don't have natural upper body strength. They get pushed off the ball super easy.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, we got a lot of fancy feats.
Yeah.
But we don't have anybody with a nose for the net.
Yeah. Yo, Rob, what's going on? He says, evening, lads. Great season for Leeds. I'm going to miss the Stoop nights. Can't wait for next season. Are you covering the Euros? Well, don't forget,
Absolutely.
every Friday night, we're still going to be doing happy hours. So you guys can see us every Friday night for happy hour. And we'll be doing at least one show a week besides that. And then when we get to the Euros, we will be covering the Euros as much as possible. We have to have some sort of planning meeting as John laughs in the control room, with his cigar. Planning meeting, Yeah, right, Lolo. I won't stay up waiting for that call, is what John is saying, right? Yep, exactly. Listen, we're gonna move on because that was it for Wolves. You let us all down, Mark. We all needed you to beat Everton.
As I was quoted in saying, Wolves can't even do me a favor.
Wolves
they let
can't even
me
do me a
down.
favor.
They've let me down multiple times. I did think that maybe this was one that we can steal, only because Everton has been so terribly inconsistent.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so, and now the garbage truck is coming by, which is perfect timing. So now that we've talked about, what are we doing? What do we do right now? Sorry, it just got like incredibly loud out here. Freaking me out.
Let's see. What do we got next?
So we started off Everton Wolves. So then let's go Newcastle, Sheffield United just real quick, because I just want to remind everybody that I did say Joe Willock would score. And Joe Willock did score.
Okay. You know, that was when we had 6 matches to pay attention to. Newcastle, Sheffield United was not one I was going to pay attention to, given that I could only watch 2 at a time.
Okay, you guys can hear me well. I thank you, Adriano, for letting me know that. Everton have the art of spending 50 to 100 million to finish 8 down to a science. Exactly.
Well, 200 million more will get you where Arsenal is.
There we go. Sorry, got a little crazy for a minute. So just before we move on from Newcastle beating Sheffield United, and look, Newcastle's on a long little run here, and they're really finishing off the season tight. Mm-hmm. So good for them.
Yeah, absolutely, good for them.
Now, before we move on to Arsenal or Tottenham, actually,
Tottenham.
I just want to remind everybody that as we did on last happy hour, and we started the On the Stoop auctions, where we are creating auctions where you can now purchase some interesting shit that Mark and I find on the streets, and we will auction it off. And if you do win it, you will also get some lovely On the Stoop stickers.
Look at those; they are
wherever
sharp.
you want, and some other crap like that. But this is the type of thing that we have for you: a German Ninja Turtles cassette tape. It is in its original casing. It's only got a little crack, but it has the original insert, and it's in German. It's an episode of Ninja Turtles in German for some reason.
I just love the fact that Lolo is like underneath there spinning the table.
Go.
Not too fast, not too fast.
Stop.
Like Price is Right speed. Price is Right speed. You just need like a showcase woman to like come in and like do the hand thing.
Yeah. So we're going to be auctioning that off. The eBay site, the eBay auction site, will be up by happy hour this Friday. That's much higher quality trash than I thought it would be. Yeah, we're taking our time. We're not putting every piece of trash that we got. We've got that. We've got an 8-minute abs because VHS.
We're classy dumpster divers.
What? Yeah, only classy.
Just only the classiest trash for our Stoop brethren.
All the other shit actually ends up in my living room somehow. Okay, one more time for Mark because he loves it so much. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. Now it's frozen.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see.
Well, speaking of trash.
What's that?
Spurs. They were trash today.
Yeah. They were
trash, and even more trash was Regulon.
Oh my God!
That own goal was just that might be the worst own goal of the season outside of the own goal. Sports Lab.
Yeah, there you go. Who wanted that? There you go, Bob. Sports Laughs will be up for auction as well. It's like a 1937-57 book or something like that. So yeah, very interesting. So let's go ahead and bring Kantak in here, because if we're going to talk about Spurs and talk about trash, I mean, Kantak needs to be in here to talk some trash about those dirty Spurs. What's going on, Kantak?
How are you now?
We're doing well. How's your trip?
Good. Just over the bridge here into Staten Island. So,
okay.
I am also on a stoop, but I don't want to move the camera too much because then I just feel like I won't be able to place it back on my face again with any consistency.
That's all right. We believe you.
Yeah, fucking Spurs. You would think Harry Kane in his last match at home would have a little bit more to offer, but.
Oh, no, he's already out the door.
Now, let me ask you, did Spurs get Spursy a little early in this match? Like, they looked very, very good and then scored the goal, and it looked like they immediately went into Spursy mode.
Yeah. But you can set your watch to it this time of year, I feel like. And we just need it to happen one more time next week, and we'll all – or not this next week, sorry, on Sunday. And we'll all be popping bottles for.
Well, we need to beat Brighton.
And... I know. But I feel like Spurs losing to Leicester, who are going for top 4, is, I guess, as likely as us losing to Brighton. So I should probably keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I don't think Spurs win against Leicester, but Arsenal beating Brighton is just as fucking hard, because those are the type of teams that we. Man United, get out of here. Kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
Don't tweet at us, teenagers.
Yeah. Like and follow us, please. No. Look, Aston Villa, I was so frustrated because I was like, Spurs are going to come back and score and tie this thing up. Aston Villa had about 48 breaks.
Yeah.
To the point where Ollie Watkins would have the ball and slow down and be like, where am I going to kick it? Where am I going to kick it? Where am I going to kick it? And then someone would just take it from him.
Yeah, almost too many.
Like, just shoot the fucking ball. The goal that he made was so much harder than 5 or 6 of the other chances that he got. It was so frustrating. And I know Rob Greenleaf, I think you're in the audience here. How frustrated are you at your Spurs? Not to poke fun at you particularly, but your team. Yes, I am poking fun at your team, but not you personally. But anyway, Aston Villa, man, I was like, please stop messing. Because Ollie Watkins was absolutely fantastic in the first half, I thought.
I thought he was fantastic all throughout the game.
Yeah.
I can't dick around in front of goal like that.
Why did Grealish come off?
He was tired. He had a big old ice pack on his leg.
Yeah, he looked like he took a cleat to the leg, and he had a little puncture wound.
Okay. The dude is these last 2 games are just to stretch himself out. He's gonna do everything he can to not get injured for the Euros. This is his career. This is his $100 million signing. If he's really worth $100 million, he has to play in the Euros.
Yeah. I mean, that's if he gets on the field.
Yeah, I don't even know how he can, how you can place a value on Grealish until that price tag gets set for Kane.
Well, that's true too. But also, I mean, the Euros, he's got to somehow get ahead of Phil Foden and Raheem Sterling, which is not a guarantee. Like Southgate almost feels like trepidatious to even have included him. He barely got a run out in the squad until the last bit of qualifiers, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think Grealish doesn't get a price evaluation until Kane does.
Nobody does. Unless
Mbappe sets the market first.
Who?
Mbappe?
Yeah, either that or Holland.
Yeah, right. Well, like those two.
I mean, somebody in there is gonna get the first bell, and then it's off to the races, and it'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yo, Grogan, that own goal, that was, to me, that's goal of the season. To me, I'm like, that own goal right there. Not only was it quality, but it possibly gave us an inroad to St. Tottenham's Day. So,
yeah, I think the own goal by Spurs today was definitely rivaled. It was earlier in the season where it was Brighton and Dunk had an own goal where the goalie had like shifted out of goal and was like way out on like the left or right wing, and Dunk went to pass it back and he passed it right into the net. Right. I think he had two. I'm pretty sure it was Dunk. I think he had 2 own goals that day.
That was crazy. Oh, he had one like off of his body, like something deflected.
One was off his body, but then the other was just a no-look kick back to the goalie, and the goalie was like, "I'm over here."
So let me ask you guys: did that look at the end of the match? Did it look like Harry Kane was saying goodbye?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, and I hope he goes to China to play. I hope they give him like $300 million to play in China. Like, I don't ever want to see him again.
Nah, he's gone to United.
You don't even want to see him in red?
Nah. I mean,
he's definitely not going to Arsenal.
Yeah, he wants to win trophies, right? Like, that's what he said.
You guys don't have any money for him.
Hey, we're getting a lot of comments about your beard, Kantak. Has it grown a bit?
It's fantastic.
But I think I can see Najee hiding in Kantak's beard.
We should put an emoji in there. We can put the Najee emoji right in there.
But it's a bit of the angle, too. It's like a little bit from under angle as opposed to the computer screen angle.
Right.
Listen. Yeah, I'd take Harry Kane on the team. Of course. But since it's not happening, get him out of England. I don't want to see him week in, week out anymore.
He popped out.
Yeah. I don't see Harry Kane leaving the Premiership. And the reason why is I think he wants that goal record.
Yeah.
He's like what? Yeah, he's like 50 away, 56 away. I don't even know who owns it. It's 266, whatever it is.
The most goals of all time
in Premier League. Yeah,
I think so. I think, isn't it?
Alan Shearer has it.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Maybe
just in the Premier League. Did Alan Shearer play anywhere else?
I don't know, Mark. I don't know. You're probably right.
No. God, no.
I don't know. Look at Ben. I thought you were having a laugh when you said Arsenal finish above Spurs. It's possible. It's just that sneaky, cheeky Brighton.
You guys will be fine. They're without a couple of players because of the red cards they got against Wolves.
It's fine. Let me ask you guys. Let's finish off with Tottenham, Aston Villa. Let me ask you guys, man of the match for that match.
Ollie Watkins.
Reguilon for Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I would say that too, but that's just being an asshole.
No, not a chance I give it to Ollie Watkins. He was good in the first half, but the entire second half, he had 47 chances and didn't do shit with them. So my man of the match is my keeper, Emi Martinez. That's for you, Kantak. Emi Martinez kept them in the game because Spurs should have scored. there was some good defending, but the amount of chances Aston Villa had in the second half without getting another goal means I cannot give it to an offensive player, a forward player. And Emi Martinez, he should have had an assist, actually. He booted a ball so far and so perfect over the top, and I think it was to El Ghazi. El Ghazi got it, went into the box, and went, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Until he got closed down and they took it from him. So, Emi Martinez, man of the match.
He's just doing Arsenal favors. You know, Mikel Arteta has done it again. No, Emi Martinez.
He did doing Arsenal a favor by helping to win. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess. You know, fuck Ollie Watkins. Yeah, exactly. There you go. But Ollie did look very, very good. I was surprised how good he looked in the beginning of the match, because I don't really like him that much.
And this is his first year in the top tier, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was at Barnsley or somewhere.
I think he was at Barnsley.
Brentford, Barnsley? I don't know.
Brentford, Barnsley. Anyone?
Okay.
Mr. Tom probably knows.
Let's move on to one of the more important matches of the day, which was Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Another one of these teams that always kind of finds a way to fuck with us no matter how bad they are. And we were very bad, I thought. Our team, man of the match straight away for me is Pepe. Pepe,
absolutely.
Even without the 2 goals, he was the only one constantly pushing forward. It seemed like most of the team was playing back. Frickin' Callum Chambers was killing time in the first half. He was standing there, and I know he's trying to get into the crowd's head, and he's trying to play with them, but it just makes you look like a dick and like an idiot, because we're up 1-0 and you're taking your time, and then you finally throw it in and they go and get a goal and level up. And now I'm like, oh, well, shit, that time wasting looks stupid now. Attack?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I didn't really notice that too much, to be honest with you. I did, as Mark had said in the chat, I saw that goal coming. You could just tell with that high line they were playing. It was like,
not against Benteke. Why would Benteke there?
They set it up perfectly for them, and it doesn't help that Benteke shoves El Neni to the ground to create space. Over that, I was like, you could see him laughing watching the replay, like, you can't call it. Won't.
You can't call it.
He's just openly laughing how bad the ref was on that.
And not to mention, he should have been offside, but Aubameyang, who was marking nobody,
is he the one that played him
off running? He's the one. He was like a yard in front of everybody. The high line was there, and he had already taken off, like going for the rebound or something. I don't know what he was doing. Aubameyang looked lost. Aubameyang does not need. And I'm sorry, if you're playing against Crystal Palace. This is another Arteta fuck up for me. You're playing Crystal Palace. You know they're just gonna sit back. They're gonna try and send Zaha over the top, and if that doesn't work, they're gonna look for corners and free kicks to get Benteke in there. I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So why do you put Aubameyang in the center? Knowing he does better from space. He does better with space. We're not going to get the space.
Sure, but then he'll never play, because the only teams that will give us space are the teams that are going to thrash us anyway, like Man City and I would say Chelsea, but we took 2 from them this year. Not every team, the majority of the teams in the league are not going to play possession ball with us and allow Aubameyang to be in space anyway. So then it's really a question of why we re-signed him, why we re-signed him in the first place. And really, he's had a bad year. There's been a lot going on, coming off COVID, malaria. I'm willing to give the guy a down year in his career as long as he picks it up next season. I mean, he's been spectacular for us for 2 years, right? He's proven he can play against teams that sit back. This year is an outlier, and it's been incredibly frustrating. I get it. And, okay, so more back to your point, we should be able to beat Crystal Palace with whoever we put out there.
Yes.
And there's no excuses there. That's why, if you were going to ask if I saw the lineups beforehand, I was going to be like second to last week of the season. We're playing to get to 6 maybe if West Ham drop all 3 points. I'm done worrying about the lineup at this point. Like at this point, we realize it's going to be changing. He's going to be rotating until he finds the players that'll start winning games consistently. And even then, he'll keep rotating. I think that's his plan.
If you're going to rotate, then rotate smartly. This to me is a match where Lacazette needs to be up front in the center. He is a hold-up player. He's a dirty, close-knit player. Not that he's a dirty player. He's like a grinding, that kind of dirty. Aubameyang just isn't. So play Aubameyang out wide.
Yeah. We can criticize all we want.
To play Aubameyang, just play him out wide because you just saw him. He wasn't enjoying it. He can't get over the top on a header. All the crosses we put into the box are pointless.
I mean, that's not true. I mean, the one that Pepe got on the end of was just played behind
our
Aubameyang.
right winger, who
but that's a ball that Aubameyang typically finishes if it's played
should be on.
Right, but okay, so he wouldn't have played that ball if he plays on the left wing, which is where he usually plays. Doesn't get played to him either. But he runs in front across the face of the ball, and it creates space. It takes that central defender with him. And Pepe gets on the end of it. And again, we won 3-1. Yeah, it was ugly.
Exactly.
The third goal, by the way, was Pepe just doing it all on his own, which is like, fuck, where the fuck has that been?
Where is it all the time? Where is it all the time? I can remember a couple months ago, like after Christmas, when he had a couple of those goals consecutively, and we're like, all right, if this is it, he's earned this spot, and he can start, and then it went away, and then he drifts out, and he fades. I really think that for 72 million, it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, but he's a lower half of the table player and a FA Cup player and a Carabao Cup player.
To me, he's a Willy Zaha, to be honest. He's somebody who there's a lot of quality, but there's a lot of baggage and there's a lot of shit.
Well, but he always looks good against lower half competition, Carabao Cup competition, FA Cup competition until you get to the later rounds, Europa competition until you get to the later rounds. When we play the top teams, the top 10, I'll say, he tends to get lost and not be as effective. I mean, I may be missing something, but that's just kind of what I've noticed. But hey, here he was today, kept us alive.
Listen, I'm hoping that this season, like you said, I'm hoping it's just an off season for Aubameyang, and I will grant him that he has been our best player since he arrived. Right. So, and I think Aubameyang will be one of those players that is a completely different player with a crowd. So we'll see. We'll see next week.
We'll see.
I do feel that he feeds off the crowd more than other people. Not that
could be.
I mean, everybody does.
I just think I think Aubameyang is really unhappy at Arsenal. You just see it in his eyes. He just doesn't
unhappy
look
with himself.
like he wants to be there. I don't think it's just with himself. I think he doesn't like playing for Arteta.
It's completely unfounded presumptions from.
Yes, it is. But just by his body
Welcome
language.
to the Stoop, Matt.
Just by his body language and just by how he, I just don't think he likes playing for Arteta. I think he will, but I don't think he likes to. I mean, I don't, and I see Arteta as like that's not my guy. I didn't bring him on my team, but I got to keep him. I got to work with him.
First of all,
I think there's a relationship problem between those two.
I mean, it certainly wasn't in Project Restart when he was banging in goals every weekend and fired us to the FA Cup and the Community Shield. But sure, like it's been a really weird year. It's been the worst year in Arsenal's history, and we still may finish 7th. So
you think that Aubameyang took being benched because he was late to a practice or late to a meeting? You think he took that when he got benched for your derby? You think he took that well?
He took it better.
He took it.
I'm not saying what we think he should do. I'm basically looking at his body language, which you guys have talked about as far as other players all season long. I see that body language in Aubameyang. Sorry, not our former president. But I see that body language that you guys talk about with other players. I see that body language with Aubameyang.
I mean, I've talked about that all season, Mark. Yes,
I know
agree with you on that.
I don't think he's happy with it being at Arsenal, even though he signed for all that money last year.
No, I think I think you're going a bit too far. I don't know if that's. I think he's unhappy in general. I think he's unhappy with his own personal performances. I think he's unhappy with a lot of things. I think he's just overall unhappy, and it affects his play.
Yeah, I think he's really disappointed with the team's performance and his performance, but that doesn't mean like he's going to force his way out or sulk his way.
I never said that. I just said I think he's unhappy with his situation.
Well, yeah, I think every player on the team is unhappy in 9th place. You know what I'm saying? Like, what player is cool with that when you're Arsenal? You know, Wolves would be ecstatic if they were 9th, but we are not, nor should we be, nor like should any supporter really be ecstatic with 9th place unless you're like a promotion team, right? You know?
Right.
So, and he's used to scoring all the time whenever he wants, and he's it didn't perform this year. So when he's scoring, he's got a big smile. It doesn't seem to be a problem in anything I read following the club.
Yeah.
You don't hear any stories about it. You know, like he gets on with everybody. Lacazette's like his best friend, Marco Royce. So.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Mark, but if Wenger or Sir Alex Ferguson bench somebody for being late, even in the biggest derby of the year, they would be praised. It would be.
I'm not saying there wasn't anything wrong with that.
I'm just saying, fucking manager.
I'm just saying that Aubameyang didn't like it.
Of course he didn't like it.
Of course he didn't like it.
You know,
he should have left earlier.
Yeah, it's supposed to get you angry.
We'll see. Next season's going to be.
And you know what?
It's going to be interesting for everybody because fans are going to be back in the stands. It's going to be. We're going to see we're going to see where our characters are at for a lot of teams, a lot of squads when the crowd comes back, because I think that's going to be really important for a lot of teams.
Yeah. So guys, we're running out of time, and we need to move on from here. But I think we all said Pepe was our man.
Yeah, Pepe,
very good. Gabriel kind of saved the game on that one. I think it was Zaha who was just like free run, and he went back and played him well. But anyway, good win for Arsenal in the end. And we are a win and a Spurs loss or draw away from St. Tottenham's Day. And remember, they were going to win the quadruple and they were going to win the league.
That's right. Thank you.
Did he say the quadruple or did you say the treble? I thought he said the treble.
He said treble.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, is there going to be like a Stoop barbecue for all the?
So yes, I wanted to remind you because I just invited Chris, Spurs Chris as well. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have I'm figuring it out all the logistics this week, but I think I have it set where we can have all 10 matches playing at the same time. I'm going to have multiple cameras set up.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to have a grill. Lenny can't make it to do the grilling, but we can all take turns grilling. Najee's going to be here. Mark's going to be here. I may even get Director John and set him up out here, but we don't know. He may stay
in his own little booth.
Yeah, we know how much he loves people.
But we may even have some local Stoop crew members show up. We'll have Tim, Daniel, Lenny may stop by, Calvin, people like that. And so we're going to go live probably half an hour before the matches start. And then we'll go live for the entire match. And we'll have each of us paying attention to certain matches and then coming and talking to everybody. So
cool. Yeah.
It should just be... What was that?
I said I'll bring a case of beer.
Fantastic.
Case of beer. And if you have any dietary restrictions, let us know.
No.
Beer.
I'm allergic to diets.
Okay. So we'll work all that out. And if you find any interesting shit that we can auction off, bring it and we'll auction it off.
Guys.
But okay, quickly, we've got 6 minutes to wrap all this up, and we have 2 more matches to talk about. So we have Liverpool Burnley. This should be a quick one. Liverpool absolutely destroyed them. Could have beat them by more. Poor Burnley. Burnley, burning the fucking house down. So that's it on that. Liverpool is proving that Allison header may just be the catalyst, because Liverpool sit right now in 4th place. Leicester City knocked out of 4th place. So Leicester City need to win against Tottenham and to even be considered. And Liverpool need to beat Crystal Palace. And Liverpool beat Crystal Palace, and they're in their 4th place. Unless Leicester City beats Tottenham by like over 5 or 6 goals. Which is, who knows?
It could happen.
And then Chelsea play Aston Villa. If Aston Villa can upset Chelsea, Liverpool will actually jump into 3rd place, which is crazy. And then if Leicester City win, that knocks Chelsea out of 4th place and into 5th place.
Yeah, Sunday's shaping up to be crazy.
So it could be a lot of fun. But right now, the top 5 are the top 5. There's no way West Ham or Tottenham or Everton or Arsenal or Leeds can move up. So what is up for play is 3, 4, and 5. Chelsea, Liverpool, Leicester. How's that going to end up? And then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No, 6.
Just 6 and 7 for the Euro Conference, right?
Well, I mean, with goal differential and all of that, like Leeds could tie with Tottenham, but their goal differential is like 15 points less than Tottenham. But they could jump over Everton with their goal differential. Arsenal could jump all the way up to 7th.
Yep, that's as far as they go.
It's gonna be interesting. So it's gonna be an interesting Sunday. And yes, West Ham beat West Brom. The last 20 minutes of the game, they went, oh yeah, we're West Ham, we're good this year.
Yeah, that's what knocked us out of European competition.
Exactly.
Unfortunately. Anyway, I've got to bounce, guys. I'm at like 2% phone.
All right,
okay,
man,
Matt.
get that plugged in.
All right.
See you Sunday,
you guys.
Yeah.
See you Sunday. Let's see what we got going on here. Stoop beer. Call in Leeds on the cards.
Call in for the Leeds fans in the cards. Absolutely.
All right.
We'll get y'all we'll give you that link. You guys can call in and chat with us. We like that.
So also, guys, we're going to have a couple of different people who are going to be at Ellen Road, and they are going to be they're going to call in, and we're going to get some footage of Ellen Road.
That'd be hot. Really hope that works out.
Fans, which is going to be fantastic. And if any of you guys live close to Ellen Road and you want to go represent the Stoop crew, we will find a printer near you and order a printout of a poster for you guys. And you can take a poster that has the logo and says Stoop crew on it and take it out, take a photo of it. That would be absolutely amazing.
If you guys could do that for us, that'd be so awesome.
So let us know how that goes. But Mark, final thoughts on this crazy week 36.
I gotta tell you, I really thought West Ham was going to bottle that. When Declan Rice missed that penalty kick, they gave up the early goal. I was just like, oh man, and I could hear the guy down the way, that Derek, who owns the bodega down the way that I've been getting my groceries out in the last few days here on Fire Island, just moaning in dismay when Declan Rice missed that. But they again, like Lolo said, they said, wait a minute, we're West Ham. We got something to play for. Let's get it done. Yep. Souček made up for his mistake, which turned out not to be. I thought that was an own goal. They they awarded it to somebody else on
because it was going in, probably Pereira. I thought it was Pereira who.
Yeah, I don't know
it was a corner
kick.
That
to. It was definitely a corner kick.
And it was going in. That's why they didn't.
They
it was
gave
on target.
They gave it to Pereira. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on target from the corner.
Yeah.
So that is actually a corner goal, which is fantastic.
Crazy.
Which is amazing.
Absolutely crazy. But that's my biggest takeaway of the day. I thought Wolves might pull something out, but
yeah,
I still watch.
I think my biggest takeaway is possibly maybe just possibly we might have to worry about Liverpool next season. I don't know. They seem to be figuring some shit out.
Yeah, they've
around.
definitely found a new identity.
And now we're going to give them 3 months to get some new people and get healthy and all that. That could be fucking dangerous. So
absolutely.
Who knows, man? Well,
only the shadow knows.
Yeah, only the shadow knows. Yeah. So listen, guys, that's it from the Stoop today. We hope you guys enjoyed week 36. We will be back Friday night for happy hour. So make sure you guys staying up late. I think you guys can go out to bars now. I think just about everybody can go out to bars. So don't forget to get your drinking done early and get home in time for happy hour. So you can tweet with us or comment with us and follow the trivia and all that nonsense.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun shit coming up in that happy hour. I guarantee it.
And then we're taking Saturday off to get prepared for the 5-hour live stream that is going on Super Sunday. So we hope you guys are all prepared for Super Sunday and that you all show up and that you tell all your friends that they should watch it as well. And because it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
That's it.
So we will see you guys Friday. We're going to have a nice, well-deserved day off tomorrow, Mark.
That's right.
All right. Laundry day.
I'm going to the beach.
All right. Well, thank you, Director John. Thank you to all the Stoop crew. We love you guys. Thank you guys for commenting and sticking around. Even though we talked about very little Leeds United today, they stuck around for this whole time. But we love you guys. Mark, peace out, man.
We'll
see you Friday.